McDonald's right there. We're on our way to Ben's Chili Bowl in DC. Famous for their half smokes and their chili. Alright. That's what the neighborhood looks like. All right, thank you. Yeah, we came all the way. I came down to visit him in Virginia, but when I got down here and I realized I was only about an hour and some change from here, I said I gotta come to Ben's Chili Bowl. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, they like the shirt I got on. They was up front laughing at my shirt.
All right, here we go. We got Ben's Chili Bowl. Got me a couple of half smokes and some fries. All right. Waiting a long time to try this. Yeah, as you can see, got Jay Hutch from Food Fanatic TV.
What's up, everybody?
All right, here you go. Ben's Chili Bowl.
What you think, brother?
It's really good. Not my favorite hot dog, even though this is technically not a hot dog, it's really kind of a sausage, but if I'm in the area again, I would definitely hit them again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quality hot dog, can't go wrong. Probably a little bit touristy here, but still very good. Alright. Ben's Chili Bowl.
I'm about done with mine, y'all.
Yeah, definitely if you're in the DC area, you want some good chili, good hot dog, definitely give this place a try. I don't think you're going to be disappointed.
I had half smoke, and that was really, really good. Yes, ma'am. Fries are good too. Just out. So they're from Connecticut.
Yeah, I grew up
Oh, okay.
in good old Virginia.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Went to high school in Tappahannock,
I know what it is.
college in Richmond.
Okay.
Virginia Union, yeah. So, happy to have you. Just wanted to say happy to have you. I opened this in 1958 when I was 24.
Oh.
And I will be 91 in December.
Oh.
Wow, you look good for your age.
Yes. Yes.
Coming along.
Just a blessing because you look like you met everybody that is relevant to, I see Hillary Clinton over there, I see all types of
I
people.
was sitting with Dr. Martin Luther King in 1963 a few times.
Oh.
Well, let's start in the beginning. Don't eat. I'm talking. You guys eat.
Oh, yes.
No, we shoot.
Yeah,
I done knocked off one of these half smokes
I'm
already.
talking, you guys can eat, right?
All right.
Oh.
You wanna come sit over here with us?
I'm gonna pull this one.
She's gonna pull up the chair behind you. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Well, thank you. You made it very easy for me. Thank you. Only about one African American bed. back in the day, you had each major city had its own community, and they almost always had been changed ownership over the years. Some of them don't. So we have that down here. We also have Howard University, walking distance. Howard University opened in 1860.
1867.
That means we had these highly educated people right in the segregated community. You know how classy that was?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the class, the dignity, the pride?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I lived it. I didn't think nothing about it. I just enjoyed it. But when I look back at my life, having had the privilege of experiencing that, and no pressure.
Yeah.
Women didn't even wear pants. Jeans were worn by farmers.
Oh.
Shoes were worn on the tennis court, high school gym. We had our own print shop. We had our own everything. We didn't need to go there again. When a movie on this street out here, that big theater you see there was the state-of-the-art Foodie house. With the ballroom, every dance, how big all the big the another theater in the next house called the Republic. This is big, another one in the following block. So we call this street out here the
Black Broadway.
It's
funny.
They really named it Black Broadway. Miss Pearl Bailey after she came here and saw what we had. Briefly, I think that then what you call it? Wall Street.
Yeah, and I was going to say that's the only thing that you hear about is Black Wall Street. But I've from my research, I found out that what you're describing here there was many of them.
Oh, well, you know what happened after the Emancipation and Proclamation? Black people knew how to do it all. They built the Capitol. They built everything. So when they're no longer slaves, they just built their own community.
Yeah.
And they did it well. Some of them went better than others. Like this one had the government seat here, and Howard University. And Howard University, not long ago, think about that, 1867.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's doing beautifully today.
Yeah.
Had the biggest freshman class this year than they've ever had. People are anxious to go back to the BCUs, which is a big deal. I think it's pretty cool. We need those schools. So I've been able to experience all that. Met my husband, worked at that bank for some each other. And we were introduced properly, and then, because they had to be introduced properly back then. No joking around.
Yeah,
They came into the bank and I served them. Came back the next day and I served them. They came back on the third day and the other girls weren't busy, but they waited. I served them and they slipped a note.
Yeah, you knew something was up.
Please call me and his name and number. A lady couldn't possibly. 1957, if you were a lady, you weren't about to do that.
Yeah.
I thought he was cute, but I was But he was 6 years older than me and more confident than me, so the bank closed at 2 o'clock and about 2:15, 2:20. The phone rings in the bank. Somebody answered it. They yelled, "Virginia, telephone." I go, say, "Hello." He goes, "This is Ben Allen. How did you call me?" "I don't know you, sir." I'm not accustomed to calling men I don't know. He said, "Well, what would you want to know? What do you want to know?" And I paused. I paused, and he just went on telling me where he came from, where he went to undergraduate school, came here to go to dental school. And I'm listening, and he said, "I went to Howard Dental School." I said, "Wait, you went to Howard Dental School?" I knew everybody. I worked in the bank. This community, not only do you see each other at the bank, but when you go socially, you see the same people.
Right.
So I knew everybody. And he said, I didn't finish dental school. I had a big accident, and I just dropped out after a year. But I named 4 people up there. Do you know this one, that one, this one? Yes, I do, and a couple of them are my friends. So I thought, we know the same people. I'll give them my number at home, because we don't have cell phone.
Right.
He called me at home that evening, and I suggested that he have one of those people that we knew mutually accompany him to my home and meet the family. And
Okay.
he did. That's the way ladies did things way back then.
Yes.
Yeah. So that worked out just fine.
Yeah, I can see. You sound like a stand-up man.
Yeah, we had a great
And that's
time.
him right there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know where he came from? Trinidad.
Oh, Trinidad. Okay.
Trinidad. So we kind of mixed the cultures a little bit. But after we fell in love and he wanted to open up a little business, he asked me if I would be willing to partner with him to do that. And because I learned at the bank how much I enjoyed interacting with people. So I thought, wow, a restaurant, more people for me to enjoy, of course. And then we got to find this ideal spot to open this little restaurant. If we could get anything out there on that Black Broadway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we would be happy.
Yes.
Fortunately, after doing a lot of research, we reached this bad building right here. It was an old silent movie theater.
Oh.
And it had become obsolete because the new theater had just opened over here. So it's being operated as a food hall, and it was being operated by the first black detective it was. He owned the property. See that picture over there? With the chili bowl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at the top of it. And look at this. Same building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
Man.
We just made it very colorful. So it came here in 1958, and I met people, I learned that at the bank, and I made friends with the community very quickly because I knew most of them were related from the bank. The bank was only a block and a half from here.
Okay.
So we went through that civil rights movement, had the president meeting with Dr. King several times in '63 when he came to Washington to plan that march. He had a satellite office not far from here. And so, as you know, in 1963, about 250,000
About 250,000 what?
people to protest
Okay,
the injustices of black people.
Yeah.
And one of the stories he told me one day when he was here was that he had met with President Kennedy. He and A. Philip Randolph and young John Lewis and a few people. He said he told President Kennedy that we're here because of the injustices of black people, and we're going to bring a large number of protests. He said President Kennedy told him, we know, we want to try to help. But don't think it's a good idea to bring it up. Because if you do and there's an incident, it will set your movement back. He said, that don't be an incident. Well, 250,000 people, nothing but a glorious day. Ben and I were there. People, all people, all colors, all ages, all everything. We came away from that feeling like change is going to come. For the very next year, we passed the Civil Rights Bill. 1963. We're integrated.
Right.
Now, we could buy our house further uptown that we couldn't buy before. We could go to the theater that we couldn't go downtown to see. That was the beginning. And then the next year, 65, we passed the voting rights bill. Well, we're still working on that.
Yeah.
But we did that. We women to vote. So finally, 5 years later, what happened? He was assassinated. Somebody runs in the store, after you've been assassinated, you know, we don't believe that. The SNCC office was across the street. This man there was heading the SNCC office.
Oh.
Certainly of Carmichael once. I don't know who's on the search, but they were right across the street. And then they're coming over and they said he's been shot at. Finally, we realized at 7 o'clock he was dead. And this community just cried, and then frustration set in. And then anger, I guess.
Yeah.
They tore up this beautiful, fabulous community. They could not take that frustration on from any other area because they would have been bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
You know, so they had to do it in their own community. And they did it all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched videos of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the saddest thing to see that. And when it was all over, we were the only place that was allowed or even asked to remain open during 3 nights of curfew. They had to put a curfew and keep people off the street. We were the only place that was allowed to remain open during that. Scary time, but we did it. And
Made it
we
through.
had been a part of this community. And it's a big story because the neighborhood boys, I call them the numbers runners. We didn't have a lottery back then,
Yeah.
but we had young men that were collecting numbers, 50 cents and $1, but every number you're playing, and then they had these big backers, 1 or 2 of them in the city.
Yeah.
They were out there all day long. They were not criminals. They just broke the law, made a living. They didn't have a knife, they didn't have a gun, they never got in a fight.
Yeah.
They were my friends too. So when they started that rioting, nobody touched my face. All my neighborhood boys were out there in front of my store. My dad taught me growing up, if you treat everybody the way you want to be treated,
Yep.
you will never have a problem.
Yep.
And I'm a living example. I tell you people that they lived to be for 66 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and after this all over, and the businesses didn't reopen, and then I realized a lot of the businesses that rent their properties. So who's gonna fix it? Became a ghetto. And then heroin moved in, and crack cocaine moved in, and we became a real serious drug-infested ghetto. That was 1968. That started at the ghetto part started by 1970. And by only 1988 did the city finally say, okay, we're going to help.
Yeah.
Marion Barry said, I'm going to put a municipal building up the street, 14th and Middle. They will bring 700 employees in. The city said, we're going to build that subway for you that we promised you years ago, right across the street. When they did the survey, to do the survey, they found only 3 businesses had survived all of that in this immediate vicinity. The Black Bank, a flower shop called Lee's Flower Shop across from the bank, and then not enough support. Keeping one lane of traffic like they do other places. You know how they work on one half and have a traffic on one? They dug up that whole street 65 feet down. Not one car, not one I had one employee and me. My husband found something else to do to keep us going. Finally, it opened in 91, but it was a mess.
Yeah.
But there again, you know, depending on your relationships, you tell your construction companies, and they have their meetings in here. I want a big old sign that says this way to there, so direct them to come on the street behind it. Helped a little bit, but I had one employee and me, and that went on until 91 when they finally opened it. Had a big ceremony over there, and I put a big old banner across the top that said, "We survived Metro." We survived. Yeah. So did the bank, and so did the flower shop. So, yeah, and after that was all over, other people began to move in. Big, beautiful apartment building up here called the Ellington. The townhouses behind me couldn't go up fast enough. And over on this side, big, fabulous condominium, so big that it opens on the next street over. One unit on the top floor sold for $1.1 million. Wow. And that's where the heroin addicts used to gather every day. That's why.
So everything.
But the good thing about the 3 businesses that also survived was we owned our property. Can't put you out if you own the property.
Yeah.
You can just hang in there. And of course, nobody wanted help, but we got lawyers. We're trying to get the city to do something. All they come up with is for increasing the value of your property, which they have. And by the time that building was finished and it sold for 1.1 up on the top floor,
Yeah.
the little taxes here, the property taxes went through the roof. Yeah. But no longer a chocolate city.
Yeah, I was telling them that DC was called Chocolate City at one time.
Yeah.
George Clinton, where's this picture? There's a picture, I think it's in the other room. George Clinton and the Funkadelics. You
Yeah.
remember them? You're
Yeah.
not old enough to remember that.
Well, I was born in '69.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. He was the one that came up with the name Chocolate City. And wrote a song called Chocolate City. I think that was like 19... Can't remember. Maybe 1970, because by
Yeah, Chocolate City.
by 1950, we had, the city was half, by 1970, this was a predominantly black city. So it must have been in that time, 1970. Because the migration from the south started in 1919 or something. Up until 1970, they just came in droves. This thing was so bad in the south. They moved to Washington. And of course, after all the war and everything, all the guys were in their service, they needed women, secretaries and all that stuff. So when the government, you got so many of them got jobs after that. But after all that was over now, we got it made now because they're rebuilding this area. Over here.
Oh, yeah.
So we've had a few things and I get recognized because they've been able to endure. The flower shop is still there. And most of theirs was a delivery service anyway, but they're now being operated by the fourth and fifth generation. And the bank is being operated by the third generation. Family-owned business.
Yeah.
Another thing that gives you credibility. Family-owned, a minority black family-owned business for all these years. All three of my sons went off to big schools. One of them is a lawyer. They all went to Bishop. And two of my daughters. So that's my story. Now let's hear yours. That's my story.
Well,
That's it.
No, we appreciate you
Look at that
telling
picture up
us.
there. Don't you love that?
Yes.
All of our civil rights leaders are right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson wants it so bad. I gave him the name of the artist, but I don't think he was willing to take it. Because he's up there predominantly too, you know.
Yeah, that's
But they're
nice.
all there.
It's,
Obama. When Obama was elected, I never thought I'd see a black person in the White House at my age.
Oh, right there, ain't it?
He was elected.
With the hat on, that's spell, ain't it?
And he moved to Washington.
No, under that. That's
Moved
Dave
to
Chappelle, ain't it? With the hat on, under Chris Tucker.
Probably 2 weeks before the
No, under Chris Tucker. See Chris Tucker with the white shirt on?
The first place he came to eat.
That is him, right? I thought it was. And he got the hat on,
And
it's
it was
kind of
in
hard to
every
tell.
newspaper across the country.
Wow.
In the TV show, the no
Because
picture of
this
them
black president already
of a
history.
modeling.
Yeah.
And then coming to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
in Washington, they're following him like everything. It comes out to be being suitable in first place. That's how he built it.
Definitely.
See that picture right there?
Yes.
Okay, now my son and his wife are in the middle. And
Okay.
the guy on the right side was the mayor at that time.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a bigger picture of him out there in the front. Yeah. Denzel Washington, the scene in the Pelican Brief here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
with
what
Julia
I'm-
Roberts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Really?
That's the one with Julia Roberts when they was he was running around trying to I can't remember what the plot was, but I remember Julia Roberts was the other star in the movie.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
love
we've
him.
had an interesting 66 years. And the
Who's that right there? That's not Tavis Smiley, is it?
Yeah.
No. Is
Well,
that?
Tavis Smiley down here.
Glover?
That's
No,
Daily
the-
Go. Up there.
No. Is that that's not what's his name? Not Eric Dyson, but
I know you're talking about the professor guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Tavis Smiley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can
forget his name.
ask, it might come to me, I don't know.
yeah.
But here's at Princeton University, the one on the left side.
Okay.
He's a professor for years. He was running for mayor, running for something last year.
Yeah. Well, isn't he currently on the ballot now? He's currently on the ballot now. He's running as a
Oh yeah.
Yeah, libertarian.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. It's amazing because I googled this place and I'm watching YouTube videos, and I would have never had thought we would have walked in here and seen.
You tell me that all day long.
It was like God led us here because we was debating, and then we had to fight traffic, and we were trying to figure out what's the best time to come, and we came, and we walk in here, and here you are sitting over there.
We had 55 lawyers in here from all over the country this morning. So they made a reservation.
Oh, okay.
So we do get these groups from everywhere. The group lawyers get from all over the country. Few of them were few black ones. Anyway, it's been a very interesting time for me, and as I said, I love people, and I've had the pleasure of serving people from all walks of life. Presidents, judges, and anybody's career you can name.
Yeah.
And the drug addicts and the bums and everybody get along fine, and nobody's ever bothered my place. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Yes.
I had one young lady, and said, picture back here, and all things up front. One young lady became my daughter. Her mother was an alcoholic. She stayed with me 45 years. I have a couple of them still here for 35 or 30. But the one that became my daughter was a little inner city girl. And I came from the country. I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah.
So I get here, and there's drug epidemic was here in her a little while before. She was the most wonderful asset to me. She helped me more than I helped her, I think. She didn't think so, but I think so. One day she said to me there's a transaction going on in booth number 2. So I said, what? She said, they're selling drugs up in number 2. I looked and said, I don't see anything. Mom, they're selling drugs. Are you sure? I'm sure. So that gave me the opportunity to go over there. There are 3 of us sitting in the booth. I go over there and sit down, put my hand on the shoulder. Hi guys, how you doing? Fine, how are you? I said, hey, I'm okay, but I'm just trying to make a living and raise a family. I don't have anything to be about music, make sure I'm living there. He's not doing in my place.
Yeah.
He stood right up and said, oh, call me Miss Ben back there. Oh, Miss Ben, it won't happen again. I said, she made that possible. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
Next year, he would be back in next year. Then there'd be another set in the next group, and then the next. And then you got a pop.
I can tell that people just by talking to you, I know the community gotta care about you. Like I was just saying to myself, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, have mercy on anybody that crosses you.
Oh, let me tell you, that little ghetto girl that I had here for 45 years, she was a little baby. Eyes all around her head, nothing went in her head that she didn't see. One lady got rude one day when I asked her something because she was kind of half-eyed. That little girl, I don't know how she got over that counter. Well, she went behind her, and the woman stood up in my face. She put her arms around her like that and dragged her out and flopped her down and came back like this.
Yeah, nobody's gonna mess with you.
That's a blessing.
Special.
We appreciate you definitely telling us the history.
Yeah.
So Connecticut's a nice, lovely place. What's going to happen this week? What's going to happen November 6th?
November the 6th?
No, with the elections.
Oh, with the elections? I mean,
It's going to be interesting.
We're going to get in there. Are we going to get her in there? You know, I went to the National Convention. The city invited me to go up to look at the point of elections and something invited me to go up to the convention and basically wanted me to promote everybody vote, everybody vote.
Yeah.
And also, we are not in state yet. So we're trying to get statehood.
Okay, because you're
Yeah. Illinois, Norton.
like district.
Yeah, the whole city. We don't have voting right. We can vote for president, but that's it.
Yeah.
But you don't have the electoral college and all.
Exactly. So we're fighting for that. So while I was in Chicago, we had these meetings about how to get this thing started again, and especially with the potential of having a black female in the White House. So all day long there were meetings, and then all night long I'm going to the convention. It was absolutely the most wonderful experience to be there and to see all these people. They're running things, you know?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like Angela also goes. PG County, she's running for the Senate.
Oh.
Against Governor Hogan, who was popular. But Hogan is a Republican.
Yeah.
But then we come up with and she was doing fine. She graduated law school with my son. We go to her fundraiser and stuff. Then all of a sudden, 2-3 days ago, I see where they found out that she took advantage of some kind of home purchase thing at the rate of $16,000 that she should have paid. She had this, these homes or whatever it is that help poor people buy or something. She bought 2 properties, one in D.C. and one in Maryland, and took advantage of that whatever program they had. So she owed $16,000. So they're running for their Republican opponent is running all that all over the place. And I wanted her to win so bad.
Yeah.
Number one, so we can keep Republicans out of the Senate. That would be the biggest thing. And if we can get, and they're still neck and neck. So how could they be neck and neck? I got the shock of my life one day recently too. One of my employees has been up here for a long time. She's very religious. I've dropped her off sometime in the evening and I'm going home to her Bible program. And sweet little girl, young lady, she's got an 8-year-old kid. And she said, Mom, are you voting? I said, of course. You voting? Who are you voting for? I said, oh, it's of course. Mom, I can't do that. Maybe you can't do that. She said, no, I have to. They say these babies.
Yeah. Yeah, handle whatever business you have to handle. You spend enough time with us and we appreciate it.
I'm gonna get out of your way. Y'all gotta go now, huh? Okay, Mello, what's up? I'm okay.
All right, just checking in. Thanks for being there, Mom. Love you.
I love you too.
All right, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard that's unfortunate.
Okay. So I called him and I said, I think about you so much in the month of September. I don't know what September has to do with it, except at the Black Caucus time.
So yeah, we just leaving Ben's Chili Bowl. Got a nice history lesson from the owner. Such a sweet lady, a blessing. You know, she was a blessing to us, and we had a good time there. Good food, good vibes, and definitely gonna try to make it back next time I'm down here. All right.